Mets lose 4-2 to the San Diego Padres. And yet again, the offense just disappoints in this one. And the Mets just couldn't get enough there. The pitching decisions, definitely questionable from Buck Showalter as well in this one, where the game could have been tied here in the ninth, but for whatever reason, Buck Showalter elects to go to a certain pitcher, which we'll talk about in the ninth inning, and he ends up just completely imploding. And yeah, that pretty much put the nail in the coffin of the game because the Mets had no chance of coming back at that point. But we're going to talk about this game. Before we do, leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Met fans, and turn on your notifications so you know when I upload a video or go live next on the channel. But let's talk about it. Top of the first, David Peterson on the bump. He gets back-to-back outs from Bogaerts and Machado. He walks Juan Soto then, and then Nelson Cruz strikes out. So a nice strikeout there for David Peterson. We go to the bottom of the first where Nimmo walks. Marte gets a single. Lindor walks. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Surely they'll score. Pete Alonso strikes out. And Mark Hanna hits into a double play. So, yep, bases loaded. No out. No timely hit. Yet again from the Mets. Top of the second. Jake Cronenworth leads things off with a single. Kim ends up getting a sacrifice bunt. Luis Campusano, who has sucked throughout this season, had himself a field day. Went 3 for 4, by the way. He gets a single right there, but thankfully Peterson gets a huge double play to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second where the Mets go down in order thanks to McNeil, Pham, and Escobar. Then in the top of the third, Peterson gets a 1-2-3 of his own as he strikes out Dixon and then gets Bogaerts and Machado out. Bottom of the third, Mets go down in order yet again as it is Alvarez, Nimmo, and Marte. Then we go to the top of the fourth, back-to-back strikeouts on Soto and Cruz for Peterson. He walks Jake Cronenworth, but he gets the out on Kim afterwards to end the inning. So 3 strikeouts there. Very good stuff from Peterson that inning. Bottom of the fourth, back-to-back singles from Lindor and Alonso. And then Weathers ends up picking off Pete Alonso, but thankfully Mark Hanna would get a run as he gets the sacrifice fly to make it a 1-0 ball game. And then Jeff McNeil ends up grounding out to end the inning. Campusano ends up getting a leadoff single. Grisham gets out, and then Dixon singles. Bogaerts then grounds out, but Manny Machado would then hit a RBI double to make it a 2-1 ball game. So, yep, they answer right back, and then Soto strikes out. Mets then in the bottom of the fifth go down in order as they have no answer. Padres then in the sixth inning, back-to-back outs on Cruz and Cronenworth, and then Kim gets himself a single, and then Denny Reyes came in to pitch for Peterson as his night came to a close, which he wasn't awful, but still maybe could have got better. But Kim ends up stealing a bag, but thankfully they get a ground out to end the inning. Honeywell comes in to pitch for Weathers in the bottom of the sixth, and he gets a 1-2-3 inning on Nimmo, Marte, and Lindor. Top of the seventh, back-to-back strikeouts to Grisham and Dixon, and then Bogaerts gets a single, but Manny Machado would ground out to end the inning. So a very good bit of work from Denny Reyes. Luis Garcia comes in the pitch for Honeywell, and, well, he gets the Mets pretty much down in order outside of Jeff McNeil getting a single. Brooks Raley then comes in, and he has pretty much a clean inning. He hit Jake Cronenworth with a pitch. Outside of that, gets the inning done. Steven Wilson comes in the pitch. He walks Eduardo Escobar. Tim LeCastro comes in the run. He gets a stolen base. Alvarez strikes out, and that was a problem all night pretty much. Brandon Nimmo ends up getting a walk. Marte then with the force out, and then Lindor strikes out. We go to the top of the ninth where Guillorme comes in to replace LeCastro and to play third base. And then Dennis Santana comes in for Brooks Raley. In a 2-1 ball game, they brought in Dennis Santana. If that's not, I'm waving the white flag, I don't know exactly what is to you, because he gets a leadoff double, lets up a leadoff double. Grisham, he gets him out, strikes out Azokar, sure. And then Xander Bogaerts sends one to the upper deck, makes it a 4-1 ball game. And yeah, that was the nail in the coffin. Manny Machado then grounds out. And then Josh Hader comes in for the save, and he's one of the best relievers in the game. He walks Pete Alonso, and then Mark Hanna ends up striking out Jeff McNeil then with a walk. Tommy Pham, though, gets an RBI single. A 4-2 game. Tomas Nido comes in the pitch hit for Guillorme. He grounds out. And then Francisco Alvarez strikes out because all he loves to do is swing at pitches high in the zone for whatever reason. And that is your ball game. Your final score 4-2. 9 hits for the Padres, 5 for the Mets. No errors on either side. Your winning pitcher is Weathers. Losing pitcher is Peterson. And then Hader picks up the save in this one. 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position. Not good enough. 7 left on. Not good enough. And just, again, the bats were way too quiet. They're way too quiet. Brandon Nimmo goes over 2 with 2 walks and a strikeout. It's good that he's walking, I guess, but again, like, I need to see him hitting the ball more. I do. Marte went 1 for 4 in his return to the lineup. Not the worst, but we need better. Lindor, 1 for 3 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Some of these strikeouts are ugly. Some of these strikeouts are very ugly from Francisco Lindor. I just got to say it. Pete Alonso, 1 for 3 with a strikeout and a walk. Meh. Mark Canha, 0 for 3 with a RBI, though, on the sac fly and a strikeout. Meh. Jeff McNeil, 1 for 3 with a walk. Meh. Tommy Pham gets an RBI, goes 1 for 4. Meh. Eduardo Escobar, 0 for 2 with a walk. Not good enough, especially when you're seeing Brett Beatty just rake right now in AAA. And then Francisco Alvarez, 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Yeah, he was the worst Met offensively today. And I just don't think he's Major League ready. I just don't. And I think it's clear. But I guess I'd rather see him than Michael Perez. But I don't know. It's just, the lineup is just unacceptable right now. It really is. And I wasn't blown away with their offense in last night's game where they won. They just need better from their offense. It's simply put. And not enough guys getting multiple hits. Not enough guys getting hits to begin with. And then you just have automatic outs in this lineup. And it's a problem. David Peterson, 5 2/3 of an inning of work, allowed 6 hits, 2 walks, got 6 strikeouts, and allowed 2 runs. Meh. I mean, I don't expect much from Peterson. There's a reason he's low on the depth chart. So for him to only allow 2 runs in about 6 innings of work isn't, I guess, necessarily the worst. He put a lot of runners on. His spin rate was up, it looks like, except for on his curveball and sinker. His velocity was solid throughout the night, stayed consistent. So that's not really a concern there. And trying to see his whiff percentage. He got 13 whiffs total on 49 swings for a 27% whiff rate. Not the worst, but again, like Peterson, he was just meh. Danny Reyes, pretty good. Allowed just 1 hit, got 2 strikeouts. I'm very happy, and I have low expectations, to be honest with you, with Reyes, so not too mad. Brooks Raley, he was good in his inning of work. And then Dennis Santana, that was just waving the white flag. I don't understand the decision-making from Buck there, and the manager's not going to go perfect throughout the year. I get that, but come on. Come on. I think it was fairly obvious you don't bring Dennis Santana in a 2-1 ball game in the 9th inning. I just think it's fairly obvious because he's not good. He's not. I would have brought in Ottavino or Robertson. I know you might be hesitant to use one of them back-to-back days, but you're still in the ball game, and hey, we're going the extras. So that's just my takeaways of the game. That they needed to, the offense just needed to be better. It's just that simple, and you're just not getting enough from them. Really not. I mean, Tommy Pham's hitting the ball hard, but doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. And the rest of the lineup is just not hitting the ball well enough at all. Because the top 13, only 4, for hard hit balls, only 4 of them were Mets, or for exit velocity, I should say. Top 13 were, the majority was Padre hitters, And 2 of those hard hit balls there, at least for exit velocity, was from Tommy Pham. The other was Pete Alonso. The other was Jeff McNeil. You just, yeah, you need better. You need better from this lineup. And again, I question, can we get better? But that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new, especially for Met fans. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live next. And I'll see you in the next one. Let's go, Mets.